So, I'm going to get you all glammed up, but frankly, we're gonna go thrifting. I'm tired of going to regular stores, spending full price for items that I can find used and at a much better price. However, something else that I'm also tired of is having to leave my home. I pay rent, I pay the bills, I want to stay in this place that I keep maintaining. Plus, I'm tired of having to get off of bed, then I'm gonna have to try and find my car keys, which frankly takes longer than the actual car ride. Then I have to drive. First of all, ew. Second of all, earth. Third of all, there's more accidents in cars than in planes. Oh my god. And fourth of all, I'm too lazy. So, after this long drive, I end up arriving at this thrift shop, which I mean filled with people. Like, get out of my way. And then, when I'm inside the thrift shop, I have to scour through each item physically. I mean, like, am I some sort of peasant? And then, when I'm looking through these prices, I'm like, excuse me, how am I supposed to compare and contrast different, pretty much the same item without knowing that there's a similar item like 2 rows down that is at a much more affordable cost? So, I'm absolutely done with the 20th century world where everything was done in person, or 20th century and before times, because it's not like the 19th century was any better. They don't get a pass. So we're gonna go online shopping on Poshmark, because frankly it's like a thrift shop but online, so I can just go on the thrift shop online on my bed, not have to move a finger. Well, I do have to move a finger, but one finger compared to your entire body, and then I get to compare prices, compare articles, compare items from different vendors. And you can also look up, you know, name brand items and get them at a very fair price compared to normal stores and even thrift shops, because thrift shops are now thinking that they're the OG store. And I'm like, excuse me, Goodwill, how come you're charging me actual Chanel prices for this Chanel purse? Like, what goodwill is being done here? This seems like a very, what is it called? Expensive will, if you will. So, we're going to be looking up different vendors. And by different vendors, I mean my vendor. Moi. So, I have my laptop here, along with a choke in my throat, which I will be swallowing down. Now, I'm going to be looking through these articles of clothing, and as you can see, this is kind of how it works. First, you're going to want to create an account. Basic Internet 101. No need to explain. But the benefit is that there's no membership fee, there's no subscription fee. It's completely free. You know, you can make an account, completely forget about it if you so desire. There's no hassle, no, constant, where you have to be there. It takes 1 minute compared to a, let's say, 10 to 15 minute drive, just the drive, not even the preparation before the drive, and the return from the drive. Once you make your account, you can start looking through their website. This is what the front page might look like. Note the shoes, although I don't know why it's recommending so many shoes for me. Although if I were to change, they also have trending, if the glare doesn't, well, to the side. Oh, you can see it here. Odd. So if I turn the computer to the side, you can see it. They also have a trending brand section right here. So if we were to, for example, click on, let's say Louis Vuitton, since I just saw a documentary on him, you would be able to see Louis Vuitton purse, which was originally listed at $1,500, and now it is listed at $550. Let's see what else. Another Louis Vuitton handbag, which was originally listed at $1,800 and is now $300. Let's see if there's any. Oh, there's a wallet. It doesn't have the original price, but it's listed at $175 now. classic Louis Vuitton heels, which were originally $850 and are now $400. Let's look at the sneakers and see which ones. And once again, the benefit of using an online platform is that if there is one price that is too high, you can compare it to the vendor right next to it. The items are going to be right next to each other, so you can end up looking for the most affordable price. And if you end up not being satisfied with the prices listed, then of course there are other online shops to use as well. But this is one great example of a thrift shop that you can utilize instead of having to leave your home. Psst. That basically means download the app for free with the link in the description below. So, here are a pair of shoes. They don't list the original price, but that's another benefit of this website, is that they have the option of you listing the original price and then the seller's price. And then because the sellers are individuals and not companies, they will be more flexible when it comes to negotiations. They'll offer discounts, coupons, and it's a much more humanized and personal way of shopping, where when you buy products from thrift shops, they tend to negotiate in a very company-like manner where they don't allow you to barter typically over a price, and they don't, they don't hand out coupons or deals or whatever, or discounts. Now, to go back to Poshmark, I'm gonna go and scroll over to my closet. And let's look at dressing you up in my items. So, first we have this cross-laced black shirt. I estimated the original prices on some of these articles, but there were some that I just couldn't really find the original price on, so instead I just kept it at 0, as if, basically stating, don't know the original price. But this shirt is listed at $10. And let me just show you the physical order of this shirt. It's a crossed-lace shirt, and I think it would look lovely on you. It has a stretch to it, which I tend to prefer just because I am on the smaller, more petite side. So if I end up not being on this more small, petite side anytime in my life, then I'm gonna need that stretch. The fabric is soft. It doesn't have that itchy feel to it. I never like the itchy feel. And it has a cross lace. Personally, for me, I'm on the smaller, petite side. So the cross lace doesn't really work for me because, what exactly is it trying to seem like it's keeping beneath wraps? But if there's someone who's a little more busty, then perfect for you. So I would say that you look very nice in this. But once again, the benefit of using thrift shop websites is that you can just scroll for the next item and see what your options are. You never want to buy the first thing you see. You want to always scroll and see what your options are. And then finally, when you're able to make a more educated purchase, then you'll feel more confident in the things that you bought. So let's move on to the next item. The next item being this Banana Republic lace skirt. Now, the Banana Republic lace skirt is a midi skirt. It doesn't have any stretch to it, so that's the only drawback to it. And I believe it's size 2. Let's see. Size 0. Although it seems a bit big on me though, so I would say it has a little room between size 0 and size 2, maybe even size 4 depending. Women's sizes tend to be very arbitrary. So let me just ruffle up this fabric. I always like ruffling up the fabric. It's my kink. And let's see how I would say it flatters you. Cream is a very delicate color, and the lace, historically speaking, has always been meant for royalty because it's very difficult to make. So if you fancy yourself a very royal person, then a lace would do you just well. But once again, there are options and filters on Poshmark where you can decide what exactly you want. For example, let's go to listings, which is going to be right next to the search bar. And let's say we want to look at skirts, since we were on skirts. To the side, you will expect the usual. You can default in this website on your size. So you can choose your size and it'll automatically generate options that come in that size instead of you having to constantly say, hey, I want an article of clothing in this size. The website will remember it if you create an account, and it'll be a lot more productive that way, or a lot more personalized rather that way. You can also, of course, choose the colors here. They have a wide range of colors from black, blue, white, pink, usual ones. You can also choose prices, $25 and under, $26 to $50, $51 to $100, and then $201 and above. There is a middle option between $51 and $100, which is $101 to $200, and then $201 and above. You can also choose between a closet and a boutique. The closet option is for clothes. The boutique option is for unused makeup. No one wants to wear makeup that's already been worn. That's gross. And of course, you can always choose the condition as well, whether it be an article of clothing that has its tags still on it or not, and whether it's available or not, as in, has it already been sold or is it still on the market? Now, let's go back to my boutique, or my closet rather. Boutique. Selling me. So, the next dress that I have here, or the next article of clothing, which is a dress that I have here, is an excellent, very high esteem, excellent black maxi buttoned clues dress. The mark is clues. Now, that one is a size 4, and let me just look for it in this pile of clothing here that I have to deal with, but you don't. So, this material isn't itchy, but it does have a very sort of fluffy sort of material that lint gets onto very easily. So if you're gonna wear this dress, be careful with cats and articles of clothing that are white and sort of foamy. What I do like about this dress though are these buttons. The buttons are definitely my favorite part about this dress. I think that it adds a lot of vintage personality to it, and you know how we love vintage things. So let me just stand up straight, posture perfect. Okay, it is a maxi dress on you, so if you ever have like a hairy leg day, which I mean, like, if you have a hairy leg day, own it. We're in 2019. Even if we were in 1919, it'd still be okay. It's just been a small time in history that it's been unaccepted. But frankly, we're going back to it being accepted because the time and hassle it takes to shave your legs every day is frankly canceled. Unless, of course, you like that smooth skin feeling, then of course, keep doing you. But if you feel a little more shy and you have hairy legs, a maxi dress would be perfect for you. And that's what that is. So consider that, or consider another maxi dress that you can also find in this thrift shop. Now, I'm going to show you one more article of clothing. 4 articles of clothing. 4, because I love the Beatles, and there was 4 of them. Now, this last article of clothing is this Banana Republic sweater. Originally listed for $79, It is now listed at $25. Let me fetch it for you. Now, I really like the collar on this sweater. It's a sailor collar. The size is small. For me, it feels like a medium, but it's a small, long sleeve, tailored cuffs. Buttons. I like buttons. They're always my selling point. And let me see how it looks on you. I'm not going to take out the hanger. I just want to visualize it. You look really cute in this. Absolutely adorable. And I think this shirt is very unisexual as well. So I'm going to leave it at that. And now that I'm inspired, I want to leave you with this little detail. Psst. It's a secret. Why did I go psst instead of shh? Don't know. I'm a trendsetter. I'm a hipster. We don't do things that the mainstream does. Nonetheless, the code to, or rather the shop, is in the description. Which description? I don't know which description. It should be beneath me and my existence. And the shop link to my closet, if you were to look at the other options I have. In total right now I have 6 listings, but there might be more. However, if you want to access that, it's also beneath me in the description, or in the grave, but in the description. So if you would like to shop Poshmark, then you can feel free to access that. Otherwise, go and drive yourself to a thrift shop. I'm out. Also,